You're watching Heron TV.
You're watching Heron TV.
You're watching Heron TV.
Good morning, Herons, and welcome to another exciting edition of Heron TV.
Thanks for joining us this Monday for the third remote edition of Heron TV. We might not be together at school, but each week we can still come together on YouTube to keep our community strong.
Now, while you aren't seeing each other's smiling faces in the halls each day, we still hear their jokes, learn new random facts,
And meet their pets. Cora, do you have anything to add?
Let's check in with the principals.
Happy Monday, Blue Herons. Principal Broadus here. We hope your first week of online learning was truly amazing. We miss seeing your faces and hearing your voices. I hope you enjoyed the video that we made expressing this.
I want you to have it all. 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 I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. Here's to your...
This online learning is new to all of us, and we're going to give you some tips and tricks to hopefully make things a lot easier for you. Mr. Mulligan?
Thank you, Ms. Broadus. So every Monday, your teachers will be posting a weekly schedule for you. Your responsibility is to make sure that you are logging in every day and completing your coursework. Mrs. Fortuna?
If you have questions about your coursework, try to use Google Classrooms to ask the questions as much as possible. If you still have questions, email your teacher, but make sure that you're CCing your guardian. During this online learning, all emails and phone calls must include a guardian at this time. If a teacher or counselor is calling you, just so you know, it will show up as an unknown number. Ms. Broadus?
Another change that is taking place is there will be no grades for the remainder of the year. This includes third quarter. The lessons you're learning about are extremely important and necessary to get ready for the next school year. Please know that teachers are providing valuable feedback to ensure you are meeting these targets.
Another way you can learn about what is taking place is in the virtual classroom is to check our HVMS mailroom. Each teacher will put out a weekly newsletter with class updates, so be sure to click the link below in the description to find our HVMS mailroom. Mrs. Fortuna?
Hopefully by now everyone has a Chromebook assigned to them, but if you don't worry. You can still fill out the form below and a computer will be delivered to your home.
All right, well, we hope that this information was really helpful to you. Enjoy the week, and we look forward to seeing you on Monday. Bye, Herons.
So you've probably noticed by now that your teachers have been posting lessons and activities in Google Classroom every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Science is no exception.
Today, we're going to feature a brand new segment called Whoa, That's Science. And who better to kick it off than our very own science teacher, Mr. Lippert. Take it away, Mr. Lippert.
Hey science fans! Today we're going to talk about Newton's first law of motion. This is the law of motion that states that an object in motion will remain in motion and an object at rest will remain in rest until acted upon by an outside force. An outside force can be anything like the outside force in this case being this little rock. Whoa, that's science.
Whoa, that's science. Be careful, Mr. Lippert. It's a good thing you were wearing a helmet. It's really true what they say. Objects in motion tend to stay in motion.
You know, Herons, Mr. Lippert isn't the only teacher that you might see on a skateboard. I heard a rumor that Mr. Strupp likes to skate too.
Oh, okay, let me see if I can do that. Oh, let me try that again. Oh, struggling.
Adam, what are you doing?
Oh, there's this boy, Dean, at our school has Tsunami Skateboarding YouTube channel, and I'm trying to learn how to ollie.
Can't you do that outside?
Yeah. Okay, I'll go outside. One more in the house?
No.
One more. pretty good. Thanks, Dean. Tsunami Skateboarding. Hey, check it out.
Those are some impressive moves. If you enjoyed seeing Dean's moves, check out his YouTube channel, Tsunami Skateboarding, for some more great content.
Are you a content creator also? Then send us your clips to herontelevision@gmail.com or upload them directly to the student submission folder that's linked in the description below.
For this next bit of content, let's turn it over to Kayla, another great video creator from our 7th grade class, for this week's Joke of the Day.
Who's there?
Scold.
Scold who? Scold no, Simon. Who? Okay, come in.
Whoa, am I seeing double? Thanks for your submission, Kayla. We'll be seeing more of her a little later in the show. Okay, before I have a sneezing fit, we better get to the random fact of the episode.
What's faster than 4.5 times Usain Bolt's record? Faster than a passenger train traveling down the rails. Faster even than a cheetah running towards its prey. That's right. The human sneeze, something your body is capable of doing. Each sneeze can travel at 100 miles per hour and can have up to 100,000 contagion germs, which is why we are wearing our masks and staying 6 feet away. Stay safe, everybody.
Thanks, Miss Gestrin. It's remarkable that a sneeze travels that fast. So remember, elbows up and sneeze into your arm. No one needs to come in contact with a sneeze.
It's not what anybody wants to come in contact with. I think they would rather hear a Heron shout out. Take it away.
Hey, this is Jacob Struby from Happy Valley Middle School. I'm just giving a shout out to all my friends.
I want to give my shout out to Mrs. Chadwick because she's always really nice to me in the hallways whenever I see her.
And shout out to Christina for always being such an amazing person.
I'd like to make a shout out to all the bus drivers going around giving out the Chromebooks in our time of need. Keep doing a great job, and thank you.
I want to hear and shout out to all my friends.
I want to give a shout out to my best friend Naomi Bostrom for being very kind to me and just being there for me during.
I'd like to give a huge shout out to all the teachers and staff members who have been working hard to make sure everything's okay.
Here's a Heron shout to all those Happy Valley Middle School teachers for helping us keep on learning.
I would like to give a Heron shout out to all of the teachers helping us with online school.
I want to give a huge shout out to our administration. Thank you for your encouragement and your positivity.
My Heron shout out is Junior Contreras because he is a really good friend and he always helps me out with any problems that I have.
I'd like to give a Heron shout out to Miss Lormore, who's been a great orchestra teacher through my 6th and 7th grade years.
I want to give a Heron shout out to Miss Lormore for teaching me a lot.
I want a Heron shout out to all my friends.
So send your Heron shoutouts to be featured on an upcoming show. You know where to send it. herontelevision@gmail.com.
Or just upload it directly to the student submission folder that's linked in the description below. I hope everyone enjoyed learning about resilience last week for our word of the week.
Showing resilience is something that we can all strive to do during this pandemic. In fact, let's turn it over to Miss Nelson Nord for this week's word of the week.
Pangea, panpsychism, panacea, Peter Pan, frying pan, pandemic. Pandemic comes from the Greek word pan, meaning all. A pandemic is a disease that affects people all over the world. It's different from words like endemic, a disease that's permanent and recurring, and another sister word of epidemic, which is a disease that pops up in certain areas of the world. The pandemic, like the one we are in today, started from an epidemic and now has spanned all over the world to create a pandemic. Pandemic, your word of the week.
Thanks, Miss Nelson Nord. Pandemic is certainly a relevant word these days. Now, let's get back to a segment that we never skip on Heron TV, the quote of the week.
Hey Herons, this week's quote of the week is, "The harder you try, the better impression you set on the people around you." Tom Holland. Thank you.
That's an excellent quote. Speaking of trying, let's bring back Kayla for this week's weekly challenge.
Hey guys, we have a new segment here on HTV called the Weekly Challenge. The Weekly Challenge is designed to get you off your lazy butt and do something fun while social distancing. This week's Weekly Challenge is to speak in an accent for a day. Roll the clip.
Hey sis.
Hello, mate.
Whoa, when did you get the British accent? What are you talking about?
And when did you change clothes? I have no idea what you're talking about. And when did you get accepted into Hogwarts? Have you gone mad? Honestly, Caleb, I think you've been watching too much Harry Potter. If you want to be on Heron TV, send this email a clip of you during the weekly challenge. See you next week.
So if you enjoy speaking with accents, try your luck at this week's weekly challenge. Have another idea for a challenge? Send it our way and we may just have to test our herons.
Last week has definitely come through with the nice spring weather, but will the clear skies remain? Let's check the 7-day forecast.
So many teachers have been upping their game with this new model of online instruction, and this includes all of our departments. Let's check in with Mr. Oliver to see which teachers will be featured on this week's Teacher Spotlight.
Hey Herons, for this week's Teacher Spotlight, we're going to check in with 4 of our teachers that have really made a huge transition. So we're going to check in with our PE department.
Hi Herons.
Hi Herons. Mr. Welch, tell us a little bit about the big changes that you've had in your PE classes.
It's a little bit different online, but we're making it work. We're posting content on there on a weekly basis, and so far the kids are doing a really good job with it.
Awesome. So you utilizing Google Classroom. Mrs. Patterson, what kind of things are you adding to the Google Classroom?
Hey, we've been starting to make some different workout videos, warm-ups, workouts. So make sure you check into our Google Classrooms, take a look, and work out with us.
Great. That sounds pretty fantastic. Ms. Halstead, tell us a little bit about the importance of staying active during this time.
Hi, you guys. It's so important that we stay physically active for not only our physical health, but also our mental health. So when you're working online this week with your other Google Classrooms, as well as ours, make sure that you take some time and exercise for yourself.
So I'm just following along with the instructor. This part takes no equipment.
All right. That's really important to remember. Ms. McGann, anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, we just want to tell you how much we miss you guys. We can't wait to see you next year. But in the meantime, this is our reality. So let's stay active at least 30 minutes every single day.
All right. Well, thanks so much for taking time out of your busy days to check in with us and be on this week's Teacher Spotlight. I will see you guys sometime. I'm not sure when I'll see you, but have a great day, guys. Thanks for checking in.
Thank you.
Hi, Herons. Hi, Herons.
Great job on the video, PE teachers. I may just have to join them for their next workout. And you can too, by checking the link in the description.
It's great to learn what our PE departments have been up to lately, but I think the real question our viewers want to know is, what have the students been up to?
It must be time for the one, the only, Ask a Heron.
This is Ask a Heron. I have been watching Hulu on the living room's TV.
Since school closed, I've been watching The Walking Dead and I colored my hair purple.
But it's just like binge watching a lot of movies
I'm eating bread.
I have been watching TV.
I've mostly been reading, writing, and spending time with my cats.
Oh, hey, what I've been up to during this break, I've been working on baseball.
I'm really spending a lot more time outside.
A lot more time to exercise and taking runs with my dog.
Like playing outside and enjoying the nice weather and doing my homework.
I've been going on walks with my family,
Cooking and baking for the family.
been doing a lot of cooking, baking with my mom, and playing video games.
I have been gaming.
Video games, of course. This weekend I've just been working on a lot of drawings.
Over break, we've been making origami and blowing bubbles outside.
I've been sleeping.
Since school's been out, I've been sleeping.
And I've been chilling with my 2 dogs. Here is Baron. And here is Roxy.
I've enjoyed a lot getting to play outside with my pets and getting to go swimming. I've been having Nerf battles with my brother.
During the break, I've been obsessively snacking.
I always love hearing the responses from our Herons. And to bring this segment back next week, we need you to keep sending in your responses. What's next week's question, Miss Calderon?
Next week's question is, what is your favorite quarantine meal? Send us your responses and show us pictures of the meal that keeps you going through the quarantine.
We can't wait to see some of those delicious meals. Make sure to tune in next week and catch all that Heron TV has to offer.
Thanks for joining us. Enjoy your week. I'm Mrs. Calderon. That's Cora.
And I'm Mr. Cole. Have a great day, Herons.
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 And now for something completely different.